shit, so tell me who you mad at. Get it up off your chest, come take a fade with your mad ass. Nigga had a baby with a rat, that's so bad, champ. Used to be a crib and switch it up, that's so bad, champ. Niggas lined you up and fucked you up, that's so bad, champ. Nigga high as fuck or something, must be off a bad batch. Smoking Bristol, dopest nigga coming out the solar system.
What's good with it, y'all? It's Coffee on the vid. Tapping back in, man, and y'all see what it is. Slumlord Trill dropped a diss track aimed at Melvin the Buster, man. And in this track, as well as this post that I see Street TV threw up, there is just so much truth, man. So much, right? This dude is just mad at everyone but the person he should be mad at, himself. And he's been like that off top since he touched down in this blogosphere-ish, going all out the way to report everyone's videos, and every time he tries to rebrand and come with a new movement, from the new mafia-ish to the Angel Lane or whatever Fluck Boy-ish he comes up with, he goes and tries to report everyone's video to get it pulled down so he can rewrite the history books, even hide when he was robbing fans for merch money, man. It's just wild, lame, wild, goofy. And we see what happened. He went so ham with it to the point they took this man's channel from him. Y'all heard him talk about it on No Jumper, right? How he attempted to, or not attempted to, he sent in fake paperwork because people finally got to realizing about, you know, the way this system works when you're disputing flagged videos and all that. And you know what I mean? You have to go down and file a legal case or whatever, a copyright case, and show YouTube proof that you have done that litigation is in effect and the process has started. And this dude sent in some fake paperwork trying to make it look like he had a case against Street TV. And they said, Melvin, you goofy, dumb son of a bitch, we're taking your channel. Not to mention he also was flagging DJ Quick music like it was his on Spider Low videos. Like, you can't make this up, man. But getting back to the diss, what we're talking about, the truth in all this is he's just mad, you know what I mean? And off that Bristol or something like that, off a bad pack to be tripping in such a way in which he always is, as he's on this campaign now trying to go in on Wacko, the Meet the Whoops, and everybody else. Like when Snoop clearly dissed him after he gave him that chain, which again, that was like a marketing campaign, you know, a PR move. This dude was acting like he had this big death row deal. It was like, yo, you big dummy. He gave those chains to Steph Curry, Eli Manning, Ed Sheeran. You were never under any kind of death row contract, man. You done bumped your head. Cut it the fuck out. Like, he really feels like, or I don't even want to say really feels like, he wants everyone to try to believe the lies that he's pushing. And that's the thing about manipulators, man. All they do is lie. Like, you know that all I do is win. Like, all manipulators do is lie, no matter what. And then the real comedy side of it all, as I pointed out recently, right, is this big viral video that's making its rounds around the blogosphere right now of Whack 100 flashing the badge, only getting a 10% discount rather than getting it all for cheap. Like, I don't know, some cats was acting like I was tripping around my way, man. The police used to give free food and all kinds of ish from a lot of businesses, man. And in many ways, it was a way of a business keeping the police from fucking with them. Like, hey, have some food, have your coffee, whatever is on the arm is free. You know what I mean? Do you just leave us be? That they would be in good standing with the police when different matters may pop up or pop off, that they be good money. You know what I mean? But anyways, in that clip, he was talking about why you think that Wacko was about you. And he's talking about when he went up there to get the chain and he said, ain't no paperwork. Like, Wacko got in Snoop's ear and did that. And the pure comedy of it all is Whack 100 showed everybody the screenshots of texts or DMs or whatever it was that he sent to Snoop. Like, yo, that dude that you gave a chain to, peep it. He's no good. He's got paperwork. He took the stand. He's a cold rat. And Snoop let it be known, like I was trying to help dude out a little bit, like give him a good look, give him something to run with, that I put a chain on him. Not like, yo, I signed him to death row, he's the next big thing, like we're about to take off this clown. Like, no, that's never what it was and never what it will be. But you're out here trying to run with this campaign and everything like it was the wacko dude, and Wack sent the paperwork. He showed the whole world, the whole blogosphere, as well as Snoop's response that he was up off you. But here he is now on this viral badge clip running this fake campaign to Wack, and it's just all pure comedy. And that's what it is at the end of the day, is people really love to watch this dude crash out. Don't get me wrong, there's probably a few people here or there mixed in, you know what I mean, that aren't aware of everything that happened, because he's done such a good job in the past at getting all the old videos flagged and pulled down that showed all the dumb, stupid ish that this stupid bastard did when he was off the Bristol, off the white broad, off the white girl on his Jesse Pinkman ish. And, you know, in between all the hating and all the capping and stuff like that, he'll spit some, you know, ish about community and gang culture and how it's, you know, no good and all that. And there'll be people that truly rock with that and everything, but they don't realize that's just another thing that this dude says. You know what I mean? Like how he changes like the seasons, just like his movements, which I'm still waiting to see if this Street TV documentary comes out, where he was gonna, you know, paint a picture for us from everything from New Mafia to the Gold Label to the Death Row, Killer Rink Death Row, where he's bringing the two together, to the Dog Pound, to everything else, which that never really made sense to me neither. The Dog Pound was Daz corrupted Snoop. Why, if someone got signed to Death Row, would they be running with the Dog Pound? Like, it absolutely is befuddling and flabbergasting to me. But it's all fantasy, it's all cap. And this new Slumlord Trill diss track, this, you know, what you're mad at, man. You mad at everything. Be mad at yourself, because the buster is within you. And with that being said, jump in the comments, everyone. Let me know what you think of the diss track. If you listened to it yet or not, tap in, leave it in the comments. But peep this post too. Like I said, there's a lot of truth in this post. It says, this is from Street TV, Slumlord Trill from Meet the Whoops just did a diss track against SnoopyBadAzz entitled Mad Ass. Again, it's like poetic justice the way it all comes together. You know what I mean? Like, yo, you're just a mad Bristol white broadhead, you know? This is now the third Blood member that has done a diss track against Snoopy. Snoopy is blaming everyone about his failed rap career except for himself. And let me stop again right there. That's all truth. That's all facts. This dude just gets mad at everyone. Like when Toppy Woppy's pending crib charges was doing numbers. Oh, you know what I mean? Like, he can't just, okay, dude diss me, let me diss him back. You know what I mean? Like, we're rap beefing or whatever. We'll see who's doing numbers, what the people say. No, I'm going to just keep copywriting it, striking it down, which I think if Toppy Woppy knew at that point in time the way that the YT system worked in responding to the false flaggery and fluckery, pulling people's videos down, you know what I mean? A lot of people would have enjoyed hearing that track more, but he did some old sucker-ish and got it flagged down and was running around telling people too that he had an inside person at YouTube that would pull anyone's ish down. You know what I mean? Just pure manipulation and lies. And peep it, this is actual factual too. This is real deal. Y'all need to pray for this man. And listen, it's funny, but it ain't funny, because this dude really seriously needs some help. I don't know if it's his upbringing or just all the D-rugs that he's been off and on in life. You know what I mean? Because it's clear as day in a lot of these, you know, fueled up rants and stuff like that. That just ain't emotion. That is hardcore D-rugs. And as I always put it out there, when drugs and addiction and stuff like that comes up in topics, right? These D-rugs these days are all bad. It's not like the past where people can just experiment with different drugs and stuff like that. And, keep it moving, keep it pushing. You know what I mean? Like someone goes off to college, and while they're away at college, they party a little bit, they try a little bit of this or that. Like, no, this shit nowadays is synthetic, it's research chemicals, it's cut with the Fenty, with it, it's cut with the Trid, it's all this bad ish, man, and it'll eat your brain, have you out here looking fucked up, have you saying off the wall ish like this dude, just straight cappery, and but believe in yourself. I don't know, you know what I mean? So often when we've seen stories like this with people in life, like jump in the comments and tap in and let me know if you feel me on this, right? Like there's been a lot of people that I've known personally or that we've seen covered in just different documentaries, the rise and fall of certain individuals. Like not like this dude ever had a rise like that neither. That's the thing too, everyone's trying to hold me down, like how he's running around trying to be BFFs with Whack 100 now, you know what I mean? Where Whack told him to his face, yo, you're a rat and you need to leave this gang-ish alone, right to his face. And he agreed with him on No Jumper, and then shit changed or whatever. But everything he's been running around on, or yeah, my bad, but like there was no real rise. He acts like just everyone sees the vision and what's gonna happen, and everyone's trying so hard to hold him down. It's like, no, you're a dickhead. No one likes you. You know what I mean? You have very narcissistic, manipulative tendencies and very zesty tendencies as well. I think it's when the D-rugs are kicking into another level, the zest gets upped on the zestometer or something like that, man, because he has just very feminine ways, the way he be moving, and it's ugly, it's nasty work, as Whack 100 would say. But what I was saying, like a lot of these stories that we've seen in our own lives or played out in documentaries and such, like when people, oh yeah, back then, man, I was on that shit, I was off them D-rugs or whatever, yeah, you know what I mean? Like these aren't just emotionally charged and fueled rants. There's hardcore narcotic abuse going on, and it's really honestly sad, you know what I'm saying? Like dude is a full-blown goofball, but at the same time, like it's sad. I kind of feel bad, and I really mean that, where I'm saying there's truth in this diss track and in this post, that we really do need to pray for this man. You know what I'm saying? Like for real, man. I hope that this dude gets his ish together and gets off this bullshit that he's on. He is still talking as if he is a blood, when he needs to hang that up and transition to the next chapter in his life. Tap in and check it out, and then it's got the link to the Slumlord Trill track, which again, straight fire. Hit the comments if you've heard it. If you haven't, go peep it out, come back and jump in the comments and let me know what you think about it. But for real, with all that gang ish, you see this dude was talking, this was back when he was still on the new mafia ish, where he was talking about he ain't a Pyru no more, he don't respect the card, you know, his flag's black. Just like when he did the gold mafia thing, his flag was gold or yellow, you know, which someone who used to rock with him was like, yeah, man, you know what I mean? He took that ish from my hood, you know? Like, anyone who's talked to anyone that was near this dude, they told y'all the same thing too, that he must be a good talker in some ways, because some of the artists that have rocked with him were really believing the cap, you know what I mean? And as his BM, or is that not his BM? Because he came out and said that the kids wasn't even his and all that, but then next thing you know, they are. And did y'all see too when he called in to No Jumper, mad as fuck about the interview that he sat there himself and did with Whack 100, telling him to his face, like, yo, you ain't built for this. You know what I mean? You're making a fool of yourself. The only fans that you really got are people that are watching the crash out in real time, and they find the comedy elements to it all hilarious. They find it to be comedy and bombity. You know what I mean? Leave it alone. Be a father. You know what I'm saying? Like, cut the bull-ish. Adam 22, when he called back the next day though, like mad about the way the clips were titled, about, yo, Whack calls SnoopyBadAzz a snitch to his face and things get heated or something, you know, the way these titles be or whatever. Then all of a sudden he was mad, and I never told on nobody, you know what I mean? Like, this shit is just the worst, man. But it's just all bad, man. Put down the D Rugs. You know, he already denounced the gang stuff. Then when he went back on No Jumper, like I said, because he was able to flag a lot of videos and pull them down, he ran into his old hood where people fucked with him for a little while, and fucking did a quick video and ran up out of there. With which, from my understanding, based on everything that's came out via the blogosphere, was just like an old head from the hood or whatever, who was not really with all the bullshit, just trying to live out his older years on some chill-ish. But can you believe too, in these screenshots, he'll say it's not him, but this was a Facebook account where he changed it to, what is it, Blood of Christ or something like that, where he was dissing Nipsey and talking about the only LA rappers he respects now is these rappers. Like, you know, this dude just, the cloud chasing, the Fluck Boy games and everything has just continued to go on way too far, but he's dead set on continuing new chapters in the bullshit or whatever. And it's crazy too that I was shocked to see him back on No Jumper again when he had a dude with him that had on that S&M mask. That was some real pause vibes. I don't know what the deal with all with that was, but I'm sure a lot of people seen that there was screenshots navigating around behind the scenes where Adam22 was saying he would never have this dude on the channel again. But, you know, obviously, Adam22, you know what I mean? He's going to get his clicks and views off what he can. And when it comes to SnoopyBadAzz, you can always count on some viral moments, you know what I mean? Some off-the-wall shit that really makes no sense, that's pure comedy. So I'm sure he'll extend an invitation for him to come back on again and make a bigger fool of himself, and then come back and regroup and carve out the next lane, the next bullshit narrative that he's gonna run with. But this whole wacko holding him down thing or whatever was like, no, Snoop got the call, got the message from Whack 100 that you had paperwork on you. And then he said, okay, fuck this guy. And then had the wacko dude come up there and gave him a chain where they said, yo, check my paperwork. I ain't got none. Snoop sat right there on a video with him. That was a diss to you, you know, and he keeps trying to tell everyone too that Snoop tells him he ain't a rat. It's like, we would have been seeing them screenshots. Like I pointed out previously, this dude runs with these fake ass old screenshots, you know, from forever and a day ago, and tries to use them in current context with the timeline now. And it's like, yo, I ain't never seen them ones, you know what I mean? I've only seen the old ass joints from very brief moment in time where he seemed to be in good standing and had a somewhat of a relationship or rapport with Snoop. As he was talking about one of his videos where he was trying to make it sound like Snoop got extorted and pressed to fuck with these people. He basically was calling Snoop Dogg scary and all that, like basically just dissing him. He was saying Snoop's chill, he's got money, he does the youth football thing. He's to be honest, y'all, Snoop's probably in some aspects the most famous rapper there ever is. And I'm not even talking about rating who's the GOAT rapper or anything like that. Just everyone knows Snoop. He's collabed with the Juggalos. He's been in all kinds of movies. Like in Europe somewhere, someone's grandma knows who Snoop Dogg is. They might not know the music or anything, but they know Snoop. He's done collab with Martha Stewart. Like Snoop's done everything, you know what I mean? So he don't really have time for the bullshit. And it's like, I highly doubt he's got time for this dude's clownery, tomfoolery, fugaziness, and fuckboyisms. You know what I mean? Why in the fuck, if he just wants to live the quiet life, would he want anything to do with this dude's goofy ass mess? So with that being said, hit the comments. Let me know what you think about all this. Let me know what you think about the diss track, about what Street TV is talking about, and just the whole situation in general. Sub up, and I'm gonna get with y'all on the next one. Fluck Melvin's fucking Bristol smoking ass.